this first poem was when I was starting out, when I was kind of not so confident, and someone like introduced me as a part-time poet. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, I don't like that. So I wrote a poem about it. People ask me what I do. I say I'm a part-time poet because I'm part-time. Tie me to the sun and I won't die. I fly near so I can hear prayers from the Most High. Because I'm Icarus mirrored, I'm Surakai. I'm the dot after the B before Christ. And I can see BCs because I write good rhymes. I see DCs when I fly to NY. But I'm not always in an empire state of mind. Because my mind's pensive. So
Reload it, man.
People ask me what I do. I say I'm a part-time poet because I'm part-time. Tie me to the sun and I won't die. I fly near so I can hear prayers from the Most High. Because I'm Icarus mirrored, I'm Surakai. I'm the dot after the B before Christ. And I can see BCs because I write good rhymes. I see DCs when I fly to NY, but I'm not always in an empire state of mind. Because my mind's pensive, so my pen's splendid. Think I'm woodsy if you see what my pen did. You'll see sides of my softness like the shell's bricks. Because my tough exoskeleton's just an appendage. I need mending, feeling hemmed in. So a suture on the page for the damage pending. I'm a bank boy, I'm doing all this money lending. You pay a price to see me live, the show you're sending. Because I'm shelly with it, flow heavy with it. Vortex spinning, mix Cavassier and Henny with it. They correct the answer, but I sip and I question it. My brain shrinks whilst I'm hiding drinks from my therapist. Man, I need some therapy, so I seek self-help to heal. Help myself on home remedies, but my feet are on their heels. My mind's bobbing on a boat without a kill. I'm like little baby, playing Russian roulette till I roll spill. So spill I did. My words inked with deeper meaning like I'm tattooing hieroglyphs. Trying to decipher my cipher, but my family is a sedative. Trying to ease my mind calmly, but the theory's relative. And I don't even relate. As part-time poets work full-time days. And if home's where the heart is, I think I got a hole where my heart is because I let her where my heart is. Sometimes my heart skips a beat because the love has departed. Call me an artist because my pen's ekphrastic and the world is my muse. Sometimes I play the field worse than Man U. Looking for Musiala's when I had a menu. And it's rude because sometimes I seem to kick up the backside. Benched at half time because I don't try. I'm a mind, I'm a lungs, they decide to part ties. So when people ask me what I do, I tell them I write rhymes because in this poetry team my bars are full time. Yeah, so when I was performing that in like other spaces other than London, I was like amending the Woodsy line because no one got it. But here it's like the perfect, it's the perfect time. So, you know what I mean? Not that no one got it, sorry, that's not bad. No, sorry. It's Birmingham. Like, I will. So this is now a poem about, I guess time's such a cool thing, right? Like, it's something that you can't change, you can't take away from, you can't add to. It's just all about the value that you use it. And so time got taken away from me and my cousin. And it was something out of the blue. He was a very young man. He was 24 when he passed away when I was 14. And 33. The years you should have spent on earth by now. 32. Sorry, Sujay, for our broken promise. 31, I'm done wondering. 30. I wonder if you would like my Harley Davidson jacket. I wonder if you wore something more reflective that day. I'd not need to close my eyes to see him in the mirror again. I wonder if he'd be proud of me. 29. I saw a yellow motorbike today and I almost yelled his name. Why do mirages always end in misery? 28. The only blind spot that lorry driver had was for Sujay's glow. 27. I fucking hate lorry drivers. How can something so big pick on something so small? 26. I don't even know if he was wearing a helmet, as I didn't have the courage to ask. But there was this one time. I was 7. I should have brought it up, but God tied my tongue as he wanted to learn how to ride too. 25.5. I'm at a vintage sale, and every racer jacket is a portal. I glance through them, hair swept by the wind as my pulse races across the dirt roads of Bangalore. Who knew commemoration could look so cool yet feel so cold? 25. I'm in bed. Sujay's shadow knocks at my door, asking if I want to hop on. The world spins as fast as his wheels do, and then I wake up. 24.1. The air is taut with tears that shift tectonic plates of grief. We are an ocean of white, making a moat around Sujay's castle. It's on fire. And as I close my eyes, I feel his soul dancing in the wind as it brushes past my wet face. 24. I've been told. From dad's ear to phone to shock to grimace to my ears to shock to tears to silence. I wonder why dad isn't crying. He tells me, just because we carry it well doesn't mean it's not heavy. 23, 22. I've not felt Indian sun for 2 whole summers. How do you feel close when your oceans apart? 21, 20. Sujay treats me to grip the throttle like I'm holding a baby. 19, 18, 17. We ride so fast that we do airtime. My adrenaline is lightning, and Sujay turns the road into a cloud. I feel like we should be wearing helmets here on 60, and I'm about to say something, but Sujay's so skilled that the thought passes me by as quick as it forms. 16, 15. I get asked in class about my favourite superhero, and I can't choose between Sujay and Batman. 14. Sujay takes me on my first ever ride. I hold on so tight he almost has to laugh for air. I'm scared, but I trust him as much as I've trusted anyone or anything. The moment we hit a highway feels like a drug in my veins. I hope one day we can ride together into the sunset. Besides, he's pinky promised to teach me, and I wrote it down. Dear diary, Sujay makes me laugh, and I hope we can all move in as one big family. P.S. He rides like he's in the clouds. 34, and maybe one day I will ride too. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, a bit heavy. I think poetry is such a good tool for alchemizing your pain and putting it into places and spaces where it will do something for someone. And I've had poems that I've done about very personal things, and it's changed one person's life in the room. And I feel like that's why we do it. And it's really important to share your story. So yeah, thank you to all the open micers as well for just, I've got inspired to do a couple of new ones as well. So yeah, sorry, I wrote my set on my hand and I kind of washed my hands. This is about my mother. I love my mother. We have a strained relationship, not as bad as everyone else in the family, so she's cool. She's honestly like a very inspiring person. She came from India before I was born without really knowing English very well. She's went through the whole rigmarole of the system. She's went through the collective grief that we all undergo. She's been looked at supermarkets in a weird way for an accent. She's been told to fuck off. She's been called a bucky. Like, you know, it's all cumulative effects of the colonization of these countries. So yeah, this is just an ode to her, and it's more than applicable with the current times. Draped in a silver sari, bejeweled in sequins, smelling of sandalwood incense from the puja before the journey to the airport. She was a newlywed, bound by honour over choice. Oh, how quickly her sceneries would swap from Santosha and Swagadam to solitude. Bangalore to Britain, it said on her ticket, clasping it tightly in her hands, crowned in the richest mehendi. She prayed that she would find a new home in Britain. But as soon as she arrives, she greets abhorrent stares and snarls from skinheads with a respectful bow and a courteous smile, none of which they deserve. Britain is the antithesis of home as she wades territory foreign to her jingling anklets. How dare they insult her pride, her beauty, our bardo? The jewels they fail to notice they themselves thieve. How ironic it is to tease the culture that feeds. The tasteful tamarind and turmeric embossing the meals they love, garnished in garam, only for their ungrateful mouths to condemn those who created them. Britain leaves a very different taste than the boon our bowl beforehand. It's sour, oh so sour. She longs for her accent to not be atrociously mocked, and for a serendipitous smile to supply her soul with safety and santosha and swagadam. But this solitude rises higher than Big Ben, and the bustle of Borough Market is ruined by spits and snarls from the British. This is almost as if the rule of the Raj never ended. Bangalore to Britain. She makes a shaky fist, clutching onto the remnants of that ticket, hoping that one day she might go back home for sure, from Britain to her beloved Bangalore. Yeah, man, big up my mum. I think the struggles that we had before us make us who we are, and we can never forget them. So you have to keep telling those stories, you have to keep educating. But yeah, I've got a couple quick ones. This is a new one I wrote, I've barely ever performed it. It's the other perspective, it's about my dad. Who I don't get along with, he's a dickhead, but like,
say how you really feel.
So, yeah, but I think in essence, I've decided to write it from a positive perspective rather than a negative. So this is recipe for the perfect dad. Can we say 3 ohms with me? I've grown up in like temple camp, shit makes me feel happy. On my count of 3. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaivatena Gantavyam, Brahmakarma Samadhina. Ingredients. Hala hala absorbed from Lord Shiva's azure blue neck. Turmeric so yellow they could heal the bloodiest of knuckles. Ghee collected from a baby's cry. Potatoes grown in Grandad's toolbox in the shed at the back of the garden. Kobbari mitai forged by Grandma's hands in Padmanabhanagar. Lemon mala draped from Lord Hanuman's mace. Milk churned from the Samudra Manthan. White onions that transform butterflies to caterpillars. Garam masala holding tongues before they hiss. Dosa batter stretching to the edge of the universe. Oil, coating the sky purple when the sun is too piercing. Pineapple that sweetens before it pricks and punches. Equipment, a spatula that bends the sharpest knives into smiles. A knife that speaks spatula. A non-stick ceramic pan from Balaji Temple in Tivadale. A bowl fresh from the River Ganga. A set of weighing scales measuring only in hugs. The flame that will be what it needs to be. Method. Pray. Equally in hope and acceptance. 2. Obtain aforementioned items as humanly possible. 3. Use a knife to chop the potatoes without caring for shape or size, only heart. 4. Dice the white onions whilst letting yourself become a waterfall. 5. Dry your eyes in his chest. 6. Let the taste of his approval douse your palate in gold. 7. Drizzle ghee into the non-stick pan and turn on family's flame. 8. Breathe. That's what home smells like. 9. Pour as much milk into your loved ones as you can, for eventually we will all evaporate. 10. As the onions mature, use a spatula to discipline smiles when routine frowns. 11. Weigh out the dorsal batter as a son hugs his father's jeans. 12. Pour bike wheels and hold on and do not tell them when you let go. 13. When your children fall, because they will, feed them pineapples, paint their wounds in turmeric to ease the pain. 14. Smear coconut oil on their scalps and kumkumam on their foreheads. 15. When white children tease, tell them of Nilakanta, of how Lord Shiva holds poison in his throat to save us all, and how their parents do the same without knowing. 16. Invite them to dinner and make sure they taste the garam masala just enough.
Yes.
17. Remember to hold my daughter the same way I hold dandelion. 18. Watch grandma create gobli mitai before moksha calls. 19. Remember her as the greatest recipe. 20. Let her ashes swim in the Ganga as you fetch the bowl. 21. Jump from stone to Lanka chanting Jai Shri Ram. 22. Use Hanuman's mace to fight for the revolution. 23. Protest is the festival of the liberated. 24. Hold your son so tight that he feels the bristles of your beard and the beat of your heart. 25. Play fight till you are bears, sweating into fatherhood. 26. One day you will be the son, but he will forever be yours. 27. Your flame will be what it needs to be. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Prana Pana Samayukta Pachamyanam Chaturvidam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I've got one last one. Thank you. I used to really be very insecure about reading, and then I realized someone was like to me, "You sound great reading, just read." And I was like, so I've started reading a bit more and started to do new work and things for people that have seen me before. I'm seeing a lot of people I haven't seen. So yeah, this poem I've done to death. Sorry if you've heard it before.
No apologize.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't.
No ever apologize. No.
Yeah. But so yeah, it's about.
I haven't heard it.
It's called Reese's Piece. It's about, well, trigger warning. It starts off about like chocolate bars and me being a bit of a brat really, but then it's actually about male sexual assault. So yeah. I want you all to remember one thing. The one with the most often has the least. And that can be hard to believe when you look at a playboy like Reese. Now, Reese was a stand-up guy, comedian, part-time. Chameleon on days ending with a Y, a colourful weekly disguise. He was a guy that girls would text on weekends when they got bored and needed something to do. He was sporty, fine, kind, smelled nice and 6'2". So they stuck to him like super glue. In school, the man them called his sightings Reese's Pieces, because of the way they kit-katted around him every time he spat 2 bars. And you know they were gold. Because he even had the Smarties moving like Creamers, thinking about his curly whirly and his Maltesers. Now don't get me started on the Snickers. My point is, they were all trying to be a part of his Milky Way because they wanted some of that galaxy ripple. Because you see Reese was intergalactic. He was simply that guy. Mr. Steal Your Girl Tonight, greet her with a cheeky smile. Always hold an eye contact even after extra time. Making man them use VAR in real life the way he's playing them offside. And when his mates asked him, "What you do?" he'd always reply, "I'm just myself, so just be you." Reese had good friends, good grades, girls wild, with parents soothed. But all that changed when he got his wisdom tooth removed. For Reese was none the wiser, just a witty wordsmith. The older he got, the dumber the shit he did. smoking cigs and spliffs, playing silly riffs. Every drug he took, he was edging near the cliff. Reese used to have dreams of winning BAFTAs, but somewhere along the way, the devil stole his dream country. And now he's playing roles in films he didn't want to capture. Perilous pantomime with set replies and answers, a masquerade on screen. For he was miskeen, mistaken for a miscreant with no hopes and dreams. But Reese lost his virginity at 15. It was non-consensual. Hotel room, older lady, lots of drinking, it was fake. His body was the canvas and she was the perpetrator, and he didn't even realise till 2 years later. As the man them gusted, giving him props. He had no father figure, his pops wasn't his pops. Invalidated and unseen from a young age, a family tax with abuse and the children paid. Pop said Reese looked like something his left hand drew. All that trauma without someone to listen or approve of those feelings of self-worth which were discarded in the dirt. So Reese was never happy and he acted out hurt. So there's a reason he had a lot going for him. He was chasing that approval like a dog to a bone. Ever so impulsive because he wanted to find a home, in a team or in a girl, in a drink or in a drug. He needed attention, some care and some hugs. Reese smiled like it was an accessory. He put it on when he saw people to impress. His expression so well dressed and a lack of self-respect. His rape negated all emotional bonds, hypersexualizing himself so he could never move on. Hurt people, so hurt people they become. And these hurt people, so the cycle then goes on. Reese was raised on survival, thus his emotions ceased. Hence, look out for the ones with the most love, as they often have the least. Thank you.